Hey y'all, it's Em. So I originally was going to do a Q&A video, but when I did a post about it on Instagram, only one person commented, and her question was a very similar theme, her 3 questions. So this is just going to be story time. It's going to be how I got into K-pop, my first group, and my very first impressions. Basically my K-pop story. My K-pop story started in 2011. I was either a senior in high school / freshman in college. Let's see. There was this Disney show called Shake It Up, and the only reason I liked this show was because of a certain song by this guy named Drew Ryan Scott. I adored that song. And I found out that he was a part of this boy group called Varsity Fan Club. And Varsity Fan Club did a demo for a song called Love Like This. And when I looked up the song on YouTube, there was a lot of comments saying, no, this is a Double S 501 song, da 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 da. And I looked at Double S 501 and I was like, what is this? I was completely and totally confused. I mean, okay, yes, they were attractive, but I didn't understand why anyone would listen to music that was in a language other than their own. And then also, Drew did a song called Domino, which I absolutely love that song. And the only way I could find it on iTunes was by this artist called Brian Chu. And at that time, I didn't know that he was a huge K-pop person. And so, fast forward to 2012, I kind of got over Varsity Fan Club and Drew Ryan Scott and his music. And, Gangnam Style came out, and I hated Gangnam Style with a passion. I despised it. And to this day, I hate it. I'm sorry, Psy. I'm sorry, YG, but no. I can't stand it. And you know what I also can't stand? When people mispronounce it. It is not Gangnam. It is Gangnam. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure my brother-in-law mispronounces it on purpose because he knows it annoys me. Anyway, fast forward 2012 to 2013. Specifically January, February 2013. Because I remember particularly, I was kind of bummed one day, and I was on Hulu, and I guess on Hulu, if you watch a lot of anime or British and Canadian TV shows and you're American, it assumes you like foreign TV shows, like Korean dramas. So Hulu kept on suggesting Korean dramas, and I was like, okay, what the heck, I'll give it a try. And the very first Korean drama I watched was To the Beautiful You, starring Choi Min-ho and Sully. And I totally fell in love with Min-ho. I was head over heels for this boy. And halfway through the series, I was like, what else is he acting in? Because I'm, almost done with the series, and I need to figure, and, I love him, and, yeah. So, I look up his Wikipedia page, and it says he's a part of a boy group. And I'm like, okay, boy group. And so I just typed in SHINee on YouTube, and the very first SHINee video I watched, and the very first SHINee video I watched was for Sherlock. And it took me a few months to realize that Double S 501, the group I kind of shunned back in 2011, was a K-pop group. It took me a little bit to figure out, oh, this is weird. So I didn't officially get into K-pop until 2013, even though I'd kind of been exposed to that in 2011. So even though SHINee was the first group that got me into K-pop, I considered Double S 501 my first group because that was the first group that I was exposed to. My very first impressions were, with Double S 501, it was, what the heck is this? 2013, it was more like, hey, this is interesting. You're attractive. And let's see, the other music videos that I first listened to or saw were Big Bang's Fantastic Baby, and I was freaked out. I was like, okay, no sir, G-Dragon scared me at first. Like, no, I was freaked out, but then I started to fall in love with him, and you can't not love G-Dragon. And the other groups I really liked at the beginning were M Black, Junie, Thunder, and then my favorite M Black song was their debut song, Oh Yeah. And then, let's see, I also loved B1A4 with Beautiful Target. Oh, my beautiful target, you tune me right like a rocket. Oh, my beautiful target. I'm sorry. And then it was Block B, which it was, my favorite song from Block B was either Nali Na or Nili Ni Mambo. I just love those songs. I love Block B, and yeah, those were the very first groups that I got into K-pop, and then it just kind of exploded into the mess that it is now, to where the only groups I listen to today are K-pop groups, and I don't know any American or Western music. Well, I know some, but because my friends kind of would make me listen to it in college. And when people ask me, oh, what kind of music do you listen to? I'm just like, I listen to K-pop. It took me about a year to actually let my K-pop flag fly. Like, I used to not have K-pop on my phone, or I used to not have it on my computer or anything. I got so embarrassed, but then I was like, you know what the heck? I love it. So, I used to get really embarrassed by it. Like, I remember I had the 12 members of EXO during XOXO era, or Growl. I had that as my wallpaper on my laptop, and this girl who sat behind me in class was like, okay, I've been trying to figure out what the heck your wallpaper is on your computer. And, of course, the one thing she said was Luhan looked like a girl. At least I didn't show them, like, Ren from Newest or Kevin from U-Kiss. But yeah, so, yeah, I've loved K-pop for, about 2 years now, and I went to my first K-pop concert just this year. I saw Top Dog, right there, the little banner. As you know, I love them. I saw them live. It was amazing, and I want to eventually maybe live in Korea, or possibly just visit. I love more of the actual culture than just the music and the dramas. Like, I've come to love the history and just about the language and the people and just everything. Like, I've always had a heart for Asia. I have ever since I was little. Like, Mulan, I've always been attracted to Asia. And I know you're thinking, oh, she's got yellow fever, or she's a Weibo or a Koreaboo, but I mean, I feel like that's where I belong, okay? I mean, I know it's not my culture, but it's just where I feel my heart calling me. So, yeah, that's my K-pop story, and this video is way longer than I intended it to be. But thanks for watching and listening. Bye, y'all!